Yo, hello ladies and gentlemen. So I just got reading my current book that I'm reading. Hello ladies and gentlemen, good morning, good afternoon, good night, or whatever time you're watching this. I'm back at work, doing some work, personal work at my 9 to 5. I get to do this. Like I said, I'm grateful for this opportunity, right? Here we go for another weekly markup. But before we go into the weekly markup, I didn't do a weekly markup for GJ. Why? Because I'm in an active trade. Well, the book that I'm reading is The Magic of Believing by Claude Bristol. Really good book, by the way. So now let's get into the charts. Oh, actually, man, yo, all right, this is round 2. The freaking Firefox didn't want to open, so I had to restart the whole computer, but I didn't want to stay on the same video because it's gonna take a while, right? So we're back. I already went over the book that I've been reading, so now let's get into the weekly markup. Well, actually, like I said, I didn't do the weekly markup for GJ because I'm in a current active trade, so I should just go over that first. I'm in GJ shorts right now. As you can see, GJ cleared everything above 208, and if we look over here to the right, well, to the left, my bad, my mistake, there's no more liquidity to clear to the upside, but there is all of the liquidity to clear to the downside. I mean, I'm not saying that price gonna melt all the way down here, right? But I do have a target at 199, but main target right now is the overall target is 199, right, for the main retest, but the main target right now is this. The overall target is 199, but the main target is this right here around 205. So we hop into the 4 hour, and in the 1 hour, actually the 4 hour, you could already see lower highs, bearish engulfing candle. Well, not really, it's not really a bearish engulfing candle yet, but we are seeing liquidity being created above 208 and failure to break highs. But I do expect a huge bearish engulfing candle here. That's why I secured, but I didn't set my stop loss at break even, because first of all, because of the weekend hold. You can see we're in drawdown right now. This is an account for a challenge account, 100K challenge account, and I secured 29 pips, so actually a little bit more than 29 pips. I secured around 50 pips. Yes, because I closed down here, so I don't know why it's at 29 pips, but whatever, right? We secured, and the trade is still going, it's still in profit. These are the entries, and the stop loss is 209.050, right? So I do believe the price is gonna bearish go below 208 and then give us a lower high for price to continue. Here we'll be looking for more sells. Right now we literally just need the bearish engulfing candle below these candles, and maybe we might have some possible more shorts below here, obviously below the supply and demand. And we have to be careful that price doesn't reverse here as well and test it as demand. So that's why I do have this alert here. As you can see, it's right on it, just in case price tries to be funky and turns previous supply into new demand, right? Because I mean, we're still overall bullish. The sells are only because of the 4 hour and the 1 hour, and then the 1 hour you could already see we're kind of creating liquidity, but bearishly. So it's literally how price reacts to 208. Are we gonna break below it and could create a lower high below it, and are we gonna break below it and create a lower high, or are we gonna respect it as support, right? So now let's get into the weekly markup. GBPUSD, you can pause it and read it. Let's start from the monthly. The monthly, we were over bullish until we tested 138, and now we flipped bearish engulfing candle below 134. And then we have a lower high below 134, and now we're actually retesting 134 again, but we're still bearish because we haven't broken above 134. On the weekly, we're already bearish turning bullish. As you can see, price had already bearish engulfed below 134 and even below 132, but then price continued to break lows, and then we have a weekly bullish engulfing candle testing back to 134, right? So either this could happen, the rejection back down, or the break above, test it maybe as a higher low and continue to the upside, right? Because that's how it is, supply and demand off of higher time frame key level zones. And then on daily, we're bullish. Obviously, price failed to continue to break lows below here, which is what, 13500. And then we create a bullish engulfing candle and a higher low above 132, which gave us a perfect entry here that I totally missed. And then look, we would have already secured profits at 134. This would have been a freaking awesome move to get in right here. 190 pips, almost 100 pip move. And on the 4 hour, we're bullish. We're turning bearish because price is obviously not above 134 anymore. It bearish engulfed below 134, and it gave us a lower high, as you can see. So now this is looking like price is gonna come back down to 132. So we have to watch out for if it stays below 134, definitely sells to 132. But if it can break back above and create another higher low above 134, we could definitely see buys back to the upside. Now, USDCAD. You can pause it and read it. We're fully bearish on USDCAD. I just realized that. I did this markup yesterday, by the way. So let's get into the monthly. Price failed to break above this area of supply, which is 146, and then we have a weekly, monthly bearish engulfing candle below 139, which is the area of supply. Then we hop into the weekly. On the weekly, you can see previous area of demand turn into new supply, and then we have a weekly bearish engulfing candle again below 139. Price is literally looking like it's gonna melt all the way down to all of these targets, right? With the first target being this, which is 136. No, not 136, 135, 500. And then on the daily, we're fully bearish. Previous area of demand turn into new supply, and then we have a daily double top here, and then we have a bearish engulfing candle right under it, and another bearish engulfing candle below the 139 key supply zone. And look at this, another lower high. I definitely see we might get a retest, but I doubt it. I'm pretty sure we're just gonna break below here, this area of supply, turn in this area of demand, my mistake, turn into new supply, and continue to the downside. What the fuck happened? All right. Then on the 4 hour, we're fully bearish. Look at this shit. Bearish engulfing candle, double top, lower highs is here. There's no bullish momentum, at least not yet. We're fully bearish. There's no reason to be looking for buys. I mean, the only trade right now would be, let's see what price it does at this zone, this area of supply, this area of demand. We might be breaking below it, or we might retest it. Possible trade there. Now let's get into UJ. You can pause it and read it. Monthly bullish, weekly bullish, daily bullish turning bearish. H4 is showing bearish. UJ is like GJ's little bro, but I'd rather trade UJ on the New York session than GJ, because of the dollar. On the monthly, fully bullish. Price failed to continue to break lows below 140, and look at that, monthly bullish engulfing candle above 151. I definitely see price hitting all the way 160. On the weekly, we're fully bullish. Bullish trend respected. Previous area of supply at 151. We broke above it. We bullish engulfed above it, and now, I mean, on the daily actually, we have a bullish engulfing candle and a retest. Then we have another previous area of daily double top, daily supply turn into new demand. You can see literally the market is a fractal. Whatever. No, my freaking callus is right. You get this from working on yourself and being fucking strong. But you get, the market is a fractal. The same patterns that you get in the monthly, you're gonna get them in the weekly, you're gonna get them in the daily, you're gonna get them in the 4 hour, you're gonna get them in the 1 hour, you're gonna get them in the 15 minute. The market is a fractal. Remember that. If you don't know what fractals are, search them up. So we're overall bullish right now, but right now on the, this is on the daily. This is why the daily was bullish turning bearish, because here we failed to continue to break highs. And look at this. This is a double top here. We're failing to break highs, and we respect the previous area of supply. But then we hop into the 4 hour. Now we're respecting this previous area of demand. So if price can break below here, I'll be looking for sells. If price can break below above here, I'll be looking for buys. It's that simple. Now we just have to wait. But it is bullish turning bearish, and the 4 hour is now bearish, as you can see. If we're not breaking highs, we're bearish. If we're not breaking lows, we're bullish. It's that simple. We're breaking lows, we're bearish. Now, last but not least, NZDCAD. Monthly bearish, weekly bearish, daily bearish, H4, H1 bearish. You can pause and read it. NZDCAD, man, one of my best. It's just, I mean, it's kind of like USDCAD. They're kind of like, they're not as aggressive as GJ or UJ. They're not as volatile, but obviously you're not gonna catch as many pips. So on the monthly, we're overall bearish. We're creating lower highs, creating lower lows. We're below 0.80. Literally, we just broke below it as well again. The main targets right now are 78,200 and 0.76 500, as you can see. So let's hop into the weekly. In the weekly, we're fully bearish. Price test is previous area of supply, respected it, which is at 0.83. Then we have a weekly bearish engulfing candle below 0.80, and we just broke back below it as well. So what would you call this candle right here? I believe this is a I'm trying to remember my candlestick name, right? So this might be a kangaroo tail. Is it a kangaroo tail? Let me see. Bearish kangaroo tail. We're about a bearish. This is why you're reading the candlestick trading Bible. If you haven't read it, it's very important. I've only read it once, but I definitely have to reread it because of this. Bearish kangaroo tail. Let's see if I'm correct. Oh, it is. Look at this. But the thing is, so this is a bearish kangaroo tail. This is a bullish kangaroo tail. What we got? Wait, this is a bearish kangaroo tail. I was right. I don't know why I'm questioning myself. Look at this. Bearish kangaroo tail. Bearish kangaroo tail. Below 0.80. Look at this. This is why it's very important to read your trading books, especially the Trading Candlestick Bible and any psychology book as well. Trading in the Zone by Mark Douglas. There's a lot of good books. I remember there's another one about trading, which I would recommend. I have it on my MacBook, right? But trading candlestick, the Japanese Trading Candlestick Bible, is a must. Look at this. Bearish kangaroo tail under 0.80. We just closed as with the previous weekly candle, so this definitely signifies that price is going to continue melting to 0.78,200. Right? It could definitely continue back up, right? But we're currently below 0.80. Then on the daily, you could already see price had already tried flipping bullish here, so above 0.80. We had a bullish engulfing candle, but then look what happened after. We broke structures to the downside, created a daily bearish engulfing candle, and then we failed to keep on breaking highs here. And then this is also looking like a what? A shoulder, a head. I hate when fucking TradingView does this, bro. A shoulder. What is that? A head, a head, no, a shoulder, a head, and a shoulder. Head and shoulders pattern. So this is definitely looking like it's gonna continue melting. I'm not saying it's gonna melt, but it's looking like it's gonna continue melting. Then on the 4 hour, we're bearish. What I would like to see, which I already have it on my screen, is if price could break below this previous zone right here. As you can see, previous area of supply, demand. If we can break below here, create a bearish engulfing candle, and create a nice lower high, we'd be looking for sells. This would be a nice position to enter here. Something like this. TP1, restored war would be what, a 1 to 2, a 1 to 1.8. Actually, stop loss depending on where you're, how price is looking here. It could even be lower than that. It could be literally right above 0.80, and now the restored war is 1 to 3. But we have to wait for price action, right? Because if you enter sells now, I mean, obviously you can because the market is closed, but if you could, your stop loss would be looking something like this. But now you would be predicting, which honestly I still think that is gonna happen, to be honest. But I still would have wanted to see this extra confirmation. And that is it for the weekly markup. Back to work. Peace and love to anybody watching this. I command you health, wealth, knowledge, wisdom for you and your entire family. Back to work.